And so it continues. ACHARA was sent home to go eat Taco Bell or whatever it is she does whenever she leaves here.
Taco Bell.
And Jaby was sent to his room to relax and shower and relax some more. And so if you're watching all of our videos, she is wearing the same outfit. I am wearing a different one. We reacted to Unbeatables, and then that got blocked. And that was fun. And then ACHARA goes, good news, a new trailer dropped. I'm coming back over. I'm like, that's great. But then she said it's Amitabh Bachchan, and I got excited again. So this is Jhund, and it stars Amitabh Bachchan, and it is directed by Nagraj Papatro Manjule.
Nagraj directed Sairat, which was a Marathi film.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My little ADHD brain read Papatro as... Are you gonna complete the sentence? You can't take a guess what
No.
I thought it said potato for a second.
Sorry.
No, I mean, no offense to Nagraj whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm letting y'all know, like, my dumb little...
Potato.
My brain just went potato, because it's like, I think your brain tries to fill in information
Yeah, it does,
for
totally.
you.
Yeah.
And so my brain automatically went Nagraj potato Manjule, and I'm like, that can't possibly be it. And then I read it slower.
In Hindi, potato is aloo.
In Hindi, achar means pickle. No one's ever told you that before.
In Hindi, Jhund means a herd or a group or a gang of people.
Well, you're giving me a Jhund of problems. Okay, so here we go.
You got 99 problems and a Jhund is one.
We got, this comes out May 8th, 2020.
Whoop, around my birthday.
We got closed caption, auto-generated, so that's not it. Okay, so we have 2 lines of dialogue.
Or I think it's just one line.
One line of dialogue.
I'll let you know.
And ACHARA will let us know what it says.
I'll tell you what it means because I speak Hindi now.
All right, here we go.
It does kind of look like potato.
झुंड नहीं कही है सर, टीम कही है. Team.
Seems important.
Don't call it a gang or a herd, sir. Call it a team. Here they come. Wow, what's up with like all of the chains? Is that brick? What are they gonna do?
Weapons.
Are they gonna like beat the crap out of someone?
Okay, well let's calm down and see what happens. Hold on.
There's a cricket bat.
Yeah, they're weapons.
They're kids
they're not a gang. It's a team.
Yeah.
With gang activities.
Where's Amitabh Bachchan?
It's nice music though. I like
It is nice music. Oh, that was a proper tease. We just heard Amitabh Bachchan's incredible voice at the beginning of the teaser, and then we're all like looking at the backs of these kids walking in, and I'm thinking, whoa, there's got to be this grand reveal as they separate, and then Amitabh Bachchan's gonna appear and be all Amitabh Bachchan-y, but like he's nowhere to be found.
What does that mean to be Amitabh Bachchan?
You know, just being a living legend and just being badass and gentlemanly.
They part like Moses and the Red Sea, like, and then he just shows up in the middle, like glowing, like.
Yeah, like a baby Jesus. Just kidding.
So it's the nativity.
No, but I mean, it's like, I guess because this is just the announcement teaser, right? But it's such a tease. This is like a proper tease because Amitabh Bachchan's name is in the title. So we're all like, yay, Amitabh Bachchan. And then you just hear his voice and you're like, yay, now I want to see his face. Like, what's he going to look like in this movie? And then, no.
So I'm trying to gather as much information in my head. I'm trying to, like, come up with a guess. Conjure a guess.
Yes.
Based off of the information we have.
There is information on IMDb, just so you know, but I would like to see what you gather.
If you just hold on a moment, I'll tell you. You keep yapping. So, hold on a second. Okay, I'm taking this from the semi-ironic perspective, like Pink, right? Because in Pink, he, as the lawyer, he brings up these questions of like, isn't it inappropriate for a woman to do this? Isn't it appropriate for a woman to do that? And then, you know, he kind of hooks you in from that conservative perspective, like, yeah, it's inappropriate. And then he goes, no, you're wrong. You know, that, you know what I'm saying? That it's sort of, he like the 1-2 punch as the lawyer in Pink. And so I feel like something sort of similar might be happening here because it's not, he says it's not a gang, it's a team. And so my instinct is to go, okay, maybe it's about survival. And so these kids are not necessarily a gang. They're just trying to survive in the way that they know. And they're informed by their environment, their atmosphere, their need to survive. That's what I'm getting from the imagery and the words and the fact that it's Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay. So let's look at the IMDb and see how correct or how close.
Really far off I am.
Yeah.
Okay, based on the life of Vijay Barse, a retired sports teacher who founded an NGO called Slum Soccer. He managed to rehabilitate street kids by keeping them off drugs and crime by turning them into soccer players and building a whole team.
That's awesome.
So I did think it was something like that. Like he's the older dude who's sort of leading these kids to the path of enlightenment.
Path.
Some kind of path to help them improve their lives.
I think that sounds like such an awesome film, and I guess this is based on a true story, right? Yeah, based on the life of Vijay Barse. Duh. So
he's Emilio Estevez from Mighty Ducks.
What?
You never saw the Mighty Ducks? There's this scene in the Mighty Ducks where Emilio Estevez has the kids. This is not the Mighty Ducks, just FYI. It's just the first thing that popped into my head because it dealt with kids. But there's a scene in the Mighty Ducks where Emilio Estevez has his kids in the van that he has grouped for his Mighty Ducks team. And then this street kid like smacks something into his van window and breaks it. And, you know, normally that you get, oh my God, and then you run off. But Emilio Estevez goes, hold on, do that again. And then the kid breaks another window with like supreme accuracy, like Dolph Lundgren in one of his B movies from the 80s, right? Just like pow, 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 he knocks out all the windows. And so he's brought onto the team from the streets. And so Emilio Estevez takes him in basically in order to be part of the Mighty Ducks. But instead of, you know, one kid, it's a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's such a lovely idea because you can get so much from sports, or even like this makes me think of The Unbeatable, right? Because a lot of the kids also live in the slums and stuff. And having a team, having that kind of discipline that comes from practicing a sport or dance or anything like that, like it gives you a home, it gives you somewhere to go to, it gives you friends, and it gives you other options as well. And then if you're actually good at the sport, it gives you a ticket out of the poverty that you're living in, you know?
So I just decided to look up Vicky Kadian, who is one of the top billed actors on IMDb. Vicky Kadian is an Indian actor. He was born in Jar, Haryana. He is renowned as the king of lyrical slow for his surreal dance moves in Truttle style and for his flawless reinvention of the lyrical slow hand move. What is that?
Lyrical. Well, when I think of lyrical, I think of lyrical jazz. It's like, you know when we watched ABCD and that guy did the really emotional dancing? That's lyrical.
He was also in Jungly.
Oh, cool.
Which we missed out on.
Well, it sounds like he's a really good mover, which would make sense for a sports movie, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I would imagine there might be some dancing in this film, given that they have this kid. The first thing that comes to my head is all the American kid films that we grew up with, like Sandlot and whatnot, you know, things like that. Did you ever see The Sandlot?
No.
It's like a baseball movie about kids, and it's who played Darth Vader again?
James
Earl Jones he's in that film as well with an inspiring story. I like stories like this. I think they're pretty cool and they're inspiring, and they're also fun for kids. Like as a kid, I loved films about kids like that. Again, I go back to The Mighty Ducks. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I thought it was awesome.
I liked Three Ninjas.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That's
nothing like that. But that's also like kids. But no, I do love sports movies. I might not be the sportiest person in real life. Like, I'm not the type of person that follows a team, that watches team sports religiously. The only time I really get into sports usually is the Olympics. And even then, I'm into gymnastics and figure skating. You know what I mean? But I do love watching sports movies because because there's just something really uplifting about it, because sports movies speak to the struggle that we go through in life, right? Because there's always like a conflict, there's always some sort of uphill battle, and then this transformative, inspirational moment where they finally overcome what they've been trying to overcome and they succeed. At least that's what you expect when you're watching a sports movie.
I think that it's easier to sort of plot out the roadmap for a sports film, because it's sort of universal in a way.
Yeah.
All these universal beats and rhythms that we all sort of understand, and so that it's sort of, you can easily apply like the Joseph Campbell's story.
Yeah, totally.
Framing, right? It's one of those things we sort of just accept as an audience more easily, and I don't know, for some reason when it's that narrative, it's also easier to understand the trajectory much more than any other kind of story. I feel like sports films, you know the goal.
Yeah.
And it's like whether it's boxing or whether it's cricket or soccer, like you understand inherently what the major goal is, and so you understand where this is going and where you want your characters to get to.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got interesting characters to spend time with, then you're gold. Mm-hmm. And then a sports film, I think the foundation is having a good people to spend time with, and then the rest will do the work for itself.
Yeah, and there's just something so uplifting and inspiring when it is about children who come from, who come from not a great background. Like, remember that movie, that chess movie?
Finding Bobby Fischer?
No, not that one. The one that was set in Africa, Queen of...
Yes, it was directed by an Indian director.
Yeah, I love that movie. That movie was just so... inspiring, so heartwarming, and it also was like, okay, let's teach these kids a skill set that will hopefully help them in their everyday life, because playing team sports can actually help you, I think, in your life, because you learn about discipline, you learn about being a team player, camaraderie, all that good stuff that you're gonna need in life, whether or not you continue playing football or whatever professionally or not. But then you can have that chance to go on and be really amazing if that is within like your talent. Yeah.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Be sure to check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I am Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.